There we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Couch Creations, live from my kitchen on Friday night. So today we are going to be making a black bear Christmas wreath. So we had a lot of fun experimenting with a lot of different color combinations beforehand, trying to come up with what I thought would look best, and also what is not a replication of one I did last year for somebody, because you guys know I don't replicate any of my designs. So this one we're gonna kind of stick with the black, red, and white buffalo plaid, very rustic, very mountain cabin-esque. So those are our color combinations. We're doing it on a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame. So I'll kind of go over all the materials with you guys. 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame, standard mode of, I don't know what
operation.
I put together. Yeah, not really operation. I know, and I tried to coordinate today too, to where I didn't blend into my background. Black pipe cleaners you will need. Let's see, we're doing this type of a black, red, and white plaid, which came from Craft Outlet. This black and red buffalo plaid, Hobby Lobby. The black, solid black glittery kind of ribbon came from Joann's, as did the little Christmas tree reindeer moose ribbons. And then the sign, as you guys remember from a couple weeks ago, Sheila from Chalk Couture / Chalk It All, or it's the other way around, Chalk It All / Chalk Couture, handed my sign for me. So if you guys are interested in the sign, make sure you hit her up. I'm sure she will be, at some point, one of the people commenting on our live tonight. And then the Black Bear kit, I actually got him in the summer when he was on clearance, because if you buy them now during the peak season, along with boba, they have a tendency of running a little bit higher. So I got him on clearance, I think, for about $12, and I think if you purchase him right now, he's anywhere from $15 to $19.95. So you get his head, you get 2 of his paws, and that pretty much is it. That's what comes in the kit. They also have one in a brown bear, if you have a preference for a brown bear over black bear. So who's joining us?
So, hi everybody, we have Margaret, Carla, Teresa, Donna, Faith, Sandra, Sandra, Liz, Audrey, Ruth, Sharon, Nancy, Carol, Deb, Christine, and Brenda.
Okay.
Hi gals.
Well, welcome.
Happy Friday.
Yes, definitely happy Friday. I am rejoicing it's Friday. So what we're going to do is we're going to just lay in, and I know it sounds kind of counterproductive, but we're going to lay in a solid black deco mesh base, no metallic, just plain black. I tried a bunch of different variations, like a black and white checkered. I did a black with a white snowball mesh in it, and it really just kept taking away from everything else that we were adding to it. So keeping it subtle, and then using your ribbon and your decor to enhance your design is just going to make it look so much better. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to start posting them. I'm going to start working on actually doing the wreath. Steve will field the questions for me. If you're first time viewer, let us know your first time, and also where you're joining us from.
Yep.
So
Hi Betty, hi Maria, hi Karma, hi Debbie, Susan, Belinda, Karen, Marie, Diane, Nancy said go Red Sox.
oh, baseball. Yeah, because I
Baseball.
think it's Dodgers and Red Sox right now, or
It
something
is,
like
it's
that.
like first time in decades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I would say go Red Sox, because I'm not a Dodgers fan. Sorry.
That's
For
true.
those of you in California, we're Angels fans.
We're Angels fans.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, this is 21-inch solid black deco mesh. You can get it from Walmart. Walmart has a really good quality deco mesh. This came from Paper Mart, so it was in my storage unit stash. You guys know that I just generally drop it to the ground, and I start with about a 5-inch piece folded, and then we usually scrunch it, and that will help contain all the unraveling and fraying from a cheaper quality mesh. I guess it would actually help if I finished my, whatchamacallit, Kaylee's coming in with peanuts so we can finish the wedding beavers. Okay, so let me finish this first. So when I lay out my pipe cleaners, 6 sections on a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame, we take our pipe cleaners, we're going to insert them on the first 2 rings, starting from the innermost ring to the second one, and we're going to put it right in between the welds, just like so. And then we're also going to take a second pipe cleaner and put it on the outer 2. So this one and this one, I call them 3 and 4. So in between where you just put one and your weld. And that will prevent them from sliding on you while you go ahead and put your deco mesh on. So.
Hey gals, just joining. Hi Jean. Hi Scarlett. Hi Kathy. Hi Cheryl. Hi Shay. A lot of gals are saying, hope you're feeling better. So.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Supposedly the shot that they gave me was supposed to help break the pain cycle, but so obviously something's going on, so we'll see. The doctor says it's stress. I said, not. I can handle stress well. Okay, and I totally did this wrong. So look, I am totally like off. Inside. I always start with the inside. I don't know why I started on the outside.
This is going to be a poof design.
Definitely poof. 10-inch poofs. So I'm going to secure my first one here, measure out 10-inch poofs, like so.
Hi Kathy. Hi Gail.
Trying to knock the other ones out of the way.
Hi Charlie. Lori. Teresa and Denise. Hi gals.
Because this is just a thinner black deco mesh, I'm probably going to run it all the way out, which means it's probably going to get layered in 3 times. So that'll just, because it won't be enough for me to use on any other project, and it'll thicken this up, because I'm not going to use much else except a metallic red deco mesh. Kaylee's having fun. You can take your bag too. You can see your bag. She came in. She's like bringing us our peanut supplies so we can finish our peanuts.
For the
so
wedding.
she picked them up for us. Yeah, you can take that and give that to Isaiah.
In the bag. Yep.
Yep. So she's picking up.
Oh, that's very good, Valerie. She said, hi, Ken, Steve, I have this bear.
You do? He's super cute. We used him last year. I didn't even realize that they made a black bear until I went to, I want to say, the race shop. Hi, Case. Have fun with your toys. Post pictures. Love you too. I didn't even realize that they came out with a brown bear until I went to, I think it was the race shop. And I always look in their sale items or their clearance sections. And there he was. So I was like, oh, yeah. I have to have that.
Like normally they're like $24 and we got them on sale for like 15 or something like that.
Yeah, he was on sale for normally $19.90 to $5, I think. And I got him for $12.
12.
Yeah. He was really on clearance.
Denise, no, that's 21-inch black deco mesh for a base.
Yeah, and it's funny because it looks real thin because I'm looking at that going, wow, that's really not going to cover very well. But it will. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to jump down. So I'm going to, I finished. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't finish yet.
I didn't finish it. I'm going to be double checking myself all day today. What else did I do that with? I did that with something else, and I'm like, what was I even thinking?
Kathy, the wedding for Kaylee is next Saturday, November the 3rd.
Which means that next Friday this time, we won't be live.
Right.
We're actually doing the rehearsal.
The rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, because we do the rehearsal at 4, and then rehearsal at 4, and then dinner after that.
Yep.
And it's funny because for the longest time they were predicting rain for that weekend.
Ooh.
But now it looks like it's just going to be sunny, which is weird. Thanks, weatherman. I think maybe he's just throwing both options out there, so he technically can't be right if it rains or if it's sunny.
Maybe.
So I'm just kind of poofing this to see what it's going to look like as I jump down to my next section. So again, same thing. 10-inch poofs, making sure where my seams are.
Thank you, Kathy. She said congratulations.
No, we get our paychecks back after next week. That's what I was telling Steve. The doctor was like, you have to be stressed, you know, there's a lot of stuff that happens. I'm like, no, I'm really looking forward to it because it means that it's all over with. It means we get to enjoy it. We don't have to worry about things taking place anymore. It's like we get to have life back, which is good.
Right? Isn't that pretty? It's C-A-S-S-E, so I'm hoping it's Cassie. She said the wreath in the back is sparkling, LOL, and she put a lot of love faces on it.
Oh yeah, the poinsettia.
Yeah, that's our poinsettia wreath, Kathy.
That's what
last
we
week.
taught. Yeah, that's what we taught the private group this week. Remember, it was
Yeah.
this Tuesday.
Mhm.
Let's just not talk.
Susan, she does need a vacation.
Me?
Yes. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
We
I
both
just,
do.
I need to stop solving everyone else's problems. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Because you know, wedding is all about,
And you
oh.
said that you're excited. We're excited, and also we're excited for it to be done.
Yeah, and I don't want that to sound bad in any way,
Yeah.
but we did a wedding 2 years ago
Yeah.
in
October.
October for our first daughter, and then now we're doing this one 2 years later. So this is it. This is our last one. So that,
Yeah.
in that sense, we're super excited for
Yeah.
that. So, yeah.
Susan, that's right. She said, I think the parents should take a honeymoon. You're right. The parents should be the ones going on the vacation.
We are. We're actually going to attempt to take a mini cruise, right? Our first cruise
Yeah,
in
February,
March,
sometime.
somewhere in March.
Yeah.
So, when things slow down, when Steve's work slows down and he's not traveling, because right now's your busy time, right?
Yeah.
Turn my
Yep.
my deco mesh around. It's just easier
Hi,
to do
Kathy.
it this way.
Rederson.
Yay! I know. Happy days. Happy days. So it'll all be good. But the great part is we have everything finished. The only thing I have left to do is name tags. I have to write out the name tags in calligraphy.
Name tags, we gotta pay the DJ, which is my friend.
That's
We gotta do the
nothing.
peanuts. Yeah, that's it, name tags.
It's nothing.
So,
Yeah, because we did it at a ranch, and at this ranch, everything is like a package deal. So
Yeah.
you buy the package, and they do everything. You basically go in and
Supposedly.
tell them what they want. Yeah, we won't know that if it really truly happens until it comes, but they're supposed to do all the setup. They arrange the florists, the caterers, the photographer, the DJ, the decorations, everything. We just get to show up.
wow, Kathy, that had to have been tough. She said our two daughters were married 6 months apart.
Ugh, I don't
Ugh.
envy you. I know that, being a mom of daughters.
Oh, and the colors are like a navy blue, a gray, a dark gray,
Yeah, it's like a charcoal gray.
and a white.
Then how did we get brown in there? Because remember, she's like having me do the floral, and she's like, I want navy blue, ivory, and brown, like a burlappy brown. I'm like, what? What is your
I
problem?
know, he's being
Obnoxious?
obnoxious.
I know, he's just very talkative today. I think he really wants to go outside. We don't let him outside. Oh, now he's terrorizing our other cat. So I guess if he can't play with us, he'll play with them. So, yay! Super happy. Super, super, super happy. And then we haven't decided where we're going to think about going on a cruise. I've always wanted to go on a cruise to Alaska, but I have to see if I can survive a smaller cruise first. Because I know for a fact I get seasick. But I've been told there's some wonderful things that you can take now. Like, there's a wristband that you can put oils in. It's supposed to help you from people who get seasick. And I mean, I know you can go the old Dramamine route, but I actually don't want to sleep my whole cruise.
Denise, Kat did basically all the florals for the wedding, except for the bouquets.
Yeah.
She did all the table centerpieces and the bows and...
That's the fun stuff. I don't mind doing that. Because the florist was going to charge us like $35 per table centerpiece. And I was like, I can do them cheaper. Because people are going to take them home anyway. So we just figured, you know, it'd be nicer to do them with a artificial floral so they'll last longer.
Cassie said she would use her Cricut for name tags. LOL.
Oh, I have to write them out by calligraphy.
Yeah.
So, not so hard. So that's something you can actually sit not in front of the TV. Because I was thinking...
Deb Doherty said use the patch. I guess, is there like a
yes,
nicotine
there is
patch?
a patch. Well,
or is that like
a nicotine patch, babe. That's it. So I don't take a smoke.
No, I
cruise.
mean, sorry. I mean like a caffeine or something kind of patch.
Yeah, something like that. There's a patch you can get. Yeah.
Dramamine, yeah.
Well, Dramamine. I mean, I took Dramamine when we went to San Francisco, and my oldest daughter gets car sick. So I wanted to be able to sit in the back and not really pay attention to what, you know, where we're going and be able to look out the window. So I took Dramamine. I was fine. It didn't make me sleepy. So I just
See, D asked, I got to make a wreath. What is the best black to buy?
Okay, here's a question for you. Are you just looking for a base material and then you're going to build on a base? Or are you going to be using that as like
The top.
the main piece of your wreath? Like for me, even though it's a black bear wreath and you want to incorporate obviously the colors of the ribbon, you don't, like if I was to put the black bear in the middle of this, you'd lose him completely.
Yeah.
So you want to enhance him without completely losing him in the process. So if you're just looking for like a base, I would go with the cheapest base possible. So you could go with anything like...
Believe it or not, Walmart has a really good...
Walmart has
black
a really good
base.
21-inch deco mesh base.
Yeah.
It's super soft when you finish it. It appears thin as you're working with it until you get it all the way done. But that's generally what I do. Like anything that's going to be the base of my wreath, I have a tendency of using a lower cost material if it's just going to be covered up with everything else.
Thanks, Darlene. She said she'll be watching the replay. There's 4 of us on all at the same time.
Really?
So she said she'll share the post. But thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
You guys can all go ahead and share because this is on the public group.
Yep.
Thank you.
No worries.
Deb says she's going on 2 weeks. Going on a cruise in 2 weeks, and she's going to get that Dramamine patch.
Okay, Deb, is this your first cruise, or have you taken other cruises? Because I was told start small, see how your body responds to it, and then work yourself up to a bigger one if you can tolerate it really well. Because I would hate to spend a lot of money. Okay, look, I went completely around the outside. Here's my inside one here, and coverage is that's what I'd call it, coverage. Which means I can see an awful lot of daylight through there. And I have enough to go basically almost all the way around. So what I'm going to do is in between the middle and the bottom is kind of zigzag it back and forth. Every other one, give or take, just depends on where you start.
Just to fill.
10-inch poofs to run out, to run out the rest of my deco mesh and to fill. So... let's see, here's a down didn't really want to go down from a down, so I'm going to go up to this upper one. So, why are you so far back today?
Dee said she's using black and gold ribbon.
Ooh.
So Dee, probably then, if you can't get it at Walmart, or you can always just do Craft Outlet. They have a really good black.
So, and I'm trying to think. So she's just doing black as her base with black and gold ribbon.
I think so, yeah.
Check the Reese Shop or check Craft Outlet, because one of those sells a nice high metallic black deco mesh, 21 inch, and it has gold foil through it, like a thin stripe, and that would probably look really amazing on that. You have to kind of check around though.
Rick Mona Vance said, that's interesting to know, if you use a patch, make sure you don't touch your eyes after you use the patch.
I've heard that.
It'll dilate your eyes for days.
Wow.
Weird.
Imagine just walking around.
Sunglasses on all day long.
Yeah, like, hey, I can see everything.
Thank you for that tip. We'll make
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
sure. Hi, Donna.
I'm sure it probably says it on the package too. Please don't use near eyes. So I am not opening my decoupage as I go zigzag in the middle. I'm just basically just laying it on top and putting like one complete twist in it.
Yeah. Cassie, yeah, believe it or not, the bear is very fuzzy. He's got a nice texture to him.
He's very plushy. It's literally like somebody took a really nice stuffed bear and lopped off his head.
And his paws.
And his paws, yeah. And I like bears if they come with, whatchamacallit, the claws. Or sometimes the paw print pads. Because I think those are super cute. That's just my, if your stuffed bear has these, it's a plus.
Deb says she's cruised before. They have all been 7 or 8 nights. The patch works great for her. So
Oh, awesome.
we'll see.
I will have to try that.
And Liz says, don't do the Bahamas. Every time I go there, I get seasick. Well, we're completely on the other coast, so we're not going to do the Bahamas anytime soon.
Yeah, and then Kaylee and Isaiah, they're going to Jamaica. They wanted to go to Jamaica. They said they didn't want to go to places that everybody else has gone. Like everyone else goes to Hawaii, or they take another cruise, so they just wanted to do something different. So that's where they're going.
That's good. Kathy said she's been on a few cruises, and I was afraid I would get seasick. But honestly, the ships are so big, you don't even feel the movement.
I'm hoping.
That's if you have regular seas, but if you get some stormy seas, I'm sure you do.
Well, and you always try to make sure you're not going when it's stormy, but nobody can tell anymore. Remember back in the days when the weathermen could predict the weather?
I know, right? Yeah, Deb, we are going to get a balcony. We will make sure we get a balcony.
We're going to upgrade. If we're going to pay for a cruise, I think you need, because I want to be able to sit outside. I want to be able to throw open my window and sit out there with coffee.
Cassie, yeah, the bear that we have right there that you can see, we got at Craft Outlet.
Or the Reese Shop.
Or the Reese Shop, and they're both online retailers, so you can pull them up.
Anybody can order.
craftoutlet.com or thereachshop.com, and you can just order it straight from there.
Yeah, you don't need a reseller's license.
Nope.
And let's see, I'm trying to think. The Reese Shop did have, they might still. It was $89, got you free shipping. So it's kind of nice because if you're going to order some stuff, you may as well order some stuff to get free shipping.
Yeah.
And then Craft Outlet, I believe, is $69 to get free shipping. So that's what we're up to. I think it's going to look really good. I think if you spend the extra effort, if you're using a thinner deco mesh, and you're not going to overly use some other materials, like I'm not. I'm really running this out to the very, very end. It's just going to make it thick. And that's usually what your customers will say about your Reese. It's like the Jurassic Park of Reese. You spared no expense. Like you really went in and did a good job. So I'm still doing 10-inch poofs. I'm just kind of...
Tammy, we're pretty sure this bear came from...
I want to say the Reese Shop.
The Reese Shop. And I zoomed in on it so you could kind of see what the texture looks like. It's very plush.
Literally cut off his head. That's what it is. That's why I liked it. I think that's why it did so well. Because I sold this at a Christmas craft fair up in the mountains. So I knew he would do really well.
Yeah.
Like we streamlined all of our products, like a lot of grapevine, a lot of evergreen, you know, pine cones. You make it towards the clients that you think you're going to basically be selling it to. And look, here's what I have left. So this is what I'm talking about. You may as well just run it all the way out because it's pointless to store that much deco mesh
Yeah, you pretty much
in
just
your
have to throw it away.
closet
Yeah.
if you're not going to be able to do anything else with it. So for this, it's running it through one more.
Helena, yeah, we actually did that last year. We actually had a Santa hat on the bear.
We did
And
do
the
that
hat, we actually looked for it before
to see if we could put it
to
on
see if we
it.
could find it, but our Santa hat's probably stashed away in all of our Christmas stuff. So
Or one of our kids stole it.
yeah, but yes, the hat on the corner of one of the ears looks so cute on it.
It really does. And we're making it to where the sign is removable. So if, you know, you're putting it in a man cave, get
Yep.
it, bear man cave.
Yep.
That's crafter's pun.
Yeah.
You can take the sign off and switch it out and put whatever else you want.
You could even put like a Red Sox hat on it and put a Red Sox sign between his paws.
You definitely could do that. So now here's my last one, and then I'm going to tuck it in between.
Yeah, Rick, we're probably going to do like a 3 or 4 day cruise down to Mexico. That'd be a quick
without
cruise for
getting
us.
off the boat. We're
Right.
not getting off the boat.
Right.
Too short. Then
Hey.
if we do something different, like your parents cruised everywhere. They did the Panama Canal. They did the Hawaiian Islands.
They did.
So now what I'm
Yep.
doing is I'm taking my tail. This is all I have left, literally,
They did a lot
from my end. Yeah, I really ran it out. And then what I'm going to do is
Grab a zip tie.
grab a zip tie, and I'm going to zip tie it to the bottom of like one of the two inner rails.
Hi Jane, hi Janet, hi Yvonne, hi Crystal. Crystal said finally caught you live.
Finally,
Hi Donna.
I know we weren't here last week. Did I have my mic last week too?
No.
I don't remember.
Last week we were out with Caitlin and Kaylee.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The last of the family function kids.
Yep.
That's right. Okay. So when I snip it off, when it's face down this way, once I snip it, I push it all the way, like I just twist it around. So the inside part is now, like where you cut it, is in the middle of the wreath now. And then literally, look, that's all I had left. That's it. Plus that means use it all the way. So, let me go back in and fluff this and I'll show you how thick this really turned out.
Oh, that's cool, Kathy. She said the next cruise will be Alaska.
I want to do Alaska.
We'll definitely do Alaska this next couple years, probably.
Except Steve doesn't want to kayak with orcas. I want to
Yeah.
kayak with orcas. He just wants to stay on the boat. Right? Or walk on the glacier. We could do helicopters to the glacier. That would be okay. That would be fine.
Yvonne, yeah, that is a ribbon Christmas tree on the counter that Kat did just a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's what we
That was
did in the
a
private group.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, that's actually sold. I'm actually taking it to a customer tomorrow morning. She texted me at the doctor's office and said, "Do you still have this? I want to buy it." So I was like, "Sure." So, and then we sold the other one. We did a rustic one, like a tan and burgundy, like more of a farmhouse, primitive look, in a different style. So now Steve's like, "You are at some point gonna make some of these for our house, right?"
Yep.
So it's always, of course, babe, whatever you like. So adding that extra layer in the middle really, really helps. Plus Plus, all this stuff in the middle is going to create a really good base for our bear head, so he won't fall through the middle.
Kathy, it's there. She said I can't find the video on the tree in the private group.
Yeah, it's called, what did we name it? Ribbon Christmas trees?
Mm-hmm.
So it's there.
In fact, it shouldn't be that far back ago because we just made it. She just did it a couple days ago.
It depends. If other people comment on other people's posts, it has a tendency of getting buried.
Yeah.
I just need to go up and start pinning them to the top again. It makes it easier to find.
Kathy, that's a completely separate question.
What's that?
She said, Steve, if you were to buy a new computer, what kind would you get? I need a new computer.
I would get a Dell. I honestly would buy a Dell. Just because I had my Dell for 7 years, and when it finally died, I mean, it died. Well, actually, it didn't die. The sound card went out on it.
Yeah.
But everything else worked. And, of course, it's just cheaper at that point to just buy a replacement computer. So
Yeah.
my Dell still, to this day, powers up. Just has no sound.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. That would be my recommendation. What do you prefer, babe? Are you an Apple?
Honestly, I just look to see if the name brand has been around for a while. So Hewlett Packard, Dell, something like that. And then I look to see how fast the processor is and how much hard drive space. Because now you're starting to look at computers that have like 1 terabyte hard drive space. So I would want to make sure it's the fastest processor as possible and at least a terabyte of hard drive space.
Okay, so as you can see, it's definitely a lot thicker than when we just ran it through the two. You can still see light through it, but now we're going to come back in here and we're going to add in every single one of the 18 pipe cleaners. There's 6 on the inside, 12 on the outside. We're going to take it and we're going to add this really pretty red metallic mesh. So then that way when we go to incorporate the ribbon and to lay the bear on it, he's not just getting lost in a black mesh,
Right.
but there's a little bit of red to break it up. This is 10-inch mesh cut to 13-inch pieces with the wood burning tool because the wood burning tool prohibits or cuts down by, I would say, about 95% the amount of fraying that happens on our deco mesh when we add it in here.
Yep. Hi Sierra, yeah, that is a 21-inch base black
All
deco
black.
mesh, all black.
I know, right, for Christmas. Black.
I know.
Ew. But
Last year she did one that was like a burlap color.
Yeah, we did burlap with I think we did buffalo print.
I think so. But you just want to do something different.
I'm always trying to do something different. This could even go Valentine's Day too. Always thinking. So we're just ruffling our 13-inch pieces, laying one in every single one of the pipe cleaners.
Sharon, we don't have a Christmas tree shop here. Wish we did.
I know. You guys have all the best things on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Seriously, what do we have on the West Coast that East Coast people would want? Nothing. We have Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and Michael's. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I've never used an iMac, although I would probably love to get an iMac, but they're expensive.
I think that's been the
And Kathy
thing.
Walker said, Kathy, my husband, who is an engineer, says get an Apple. So
Apple. That's what a lot of people say.
yeah,
Like a lot of people have said once you go with Apple, they've been pretty happy. It's just the expense, I think.
yep.
Now, of course, trying to find black pipe cleaners on black deco mesh could pose a bit of a problem.
Denise, yeah, it's a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame.
Going big. Needs something for the bear to sit on. And he looks so cute when we did him last time. So, Sheila was nice enough to do the sign for me this time.
I don't see Sheila on here.
She
She would have said hi, I think, popped down.
She might pop in a little bit later.
Yvonne, yeah, we used a wood burning tool on all of the 10-inch red deco mesh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we just cut 18 pieces of.
Red deco mesh at 13 inches long.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm finding my pipe cleaners. So it's going to be nice. I try really hard to make my pipe cleaners go with the ribbon that I'm going to use on them. So this is what we do. Scrunch and go. I can tell this was at the very end of the roll. Not that roll. Because I was like, you must have just grabbed that to cut a few pieces off, right?
Yep.
Fingers.
Kathy, her private classes are on Tuesdays and Sundays
At 5.
at 5 Pacific time.
And just like this group, they have replays because there's a lot of people who work or who are busy on Sunday. So everything's recorded. So you have access to the entire library from February of this year all the way through last Tuesday. Because I haven't done Sundays yet.
Yep. Kathy said, have you ever done the snowman with the 3 frames? 3 frames.
3 frames. You
I
mean
know we've done the snowman with the 3 different colors, and we've done the snowman with the arms and the head and the hat.
Oh, we haven't done them with the small, the medium, and the large. We haven't done that. We were going to do it. Remember we started with 2?
Yeah.
But we stopped because we were looking for half hats, which, of course, they didn't build half hats till later.
Yep.
So, like I said, the only reason that we're adding the red is to enhance the color of the mesh, the black underneath, and to create something to find our bear, to put our bear on. Now it's just a matter of finding my pipe cleaners. So I've done the 6 on the inside, and now I'm going to do the 12 to the outside. And then we'll add our bear so we can see how much space he occupies, and then we'll go in and add the ribbon. So I'm just trying to find said pipe cleaners first. So this will be interesting. This is the last weekend that Kaylee and Isaiah are single people.
Yep.
I wanted to tell her that, but she was like, you stress me out all the time. This is your last official Friday. No, it's not, because the next Friday is.
Denise asked, how much would you sell this for?
This, I'm listing him for $75 by the time I finish him. So,
Which is a good price considering the bear itself is $20.
if you bought him for regular price, I
Right.
had him on sale.
Right.
Yeah. There could be, it depends on how you decide to do him. You could put quite a bit of cost in him. Steve was asking if we were going to put him on an evergreen frame, and I was like, no, you could, but I think it's a bit much. That's why I'm putting him on a deca mesh, because then it'll be lighter, because he's actually pretty heavy, and if you put him on a, what is it, like a 24 and 18-inch evergreen and start adding a bunch of other stuff to it, it might pose an issue as far as weight. We try to keep the weight down to 5 pounds or less on the wreaths, because once you go over 5 pounds, then you start hitting a higher balloon rate.
Oh, that's awesome, Sharon. She said, shout out to Carrie for sending me a batch of witch hats so fast.
Awesome.
She was able to make her 9 orders, and great to be here, and great followers you have.
I have to say our community is really, really super supportive. So that's one of the benefits most people like about our private group is if you need something, like we almost were going to be in a bind with not being able to find a piece of lamb's ear garland.
Yeah.
Knowing you have a network of people that are pretty much spread all over the U.S., if you need something, you just post it and people will respond. You know, if it's a ribbon, if it's a sign, if it's deco mesh, if it's chat frames. You know, if people have it to spare or they know where they can pick it up, they will help you out. So it's always good when you're doing that to find people close to you, because the farther away people have, the items, the more, like on witch hat frame wreaths, the wreath frame things, it'll be more expensive to ship from someone who's farther away than if they're a couple states away.
Yep. Denise said that she thought that was a good price for this. $75.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Ruth, the poinsettia wreath behind you is all deco mesh.
yeah, all deco mesh, and then the gold balls in the middle are just 1-inch Christmas bulbs, the little gold ones. They were like in a pack of dull, shiny, or glittery ones. So, wow, sometimes I can hide the pipe cleaners in here so good that they fold over. And that's usually a habit of mine. I usually, as I'm twisting something that I know is going to be hard for me to find, I will at least try to pull them forward. But almost done. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 6 more pieces after this one.
Hi, Marcel.
Thank you all again for joining tonight. It's awesome to have you here. Making this super cute black bear wreath is going to be adorable.
Denise knows she's actually adding one of the red deco mesh to every tie, so inside and outside.
Yeah, I've already done the inside one, so now I'm just going through and attempting to find all of my pipe cleaners. And it's funny, one always goes this way, way that way. Like, how did I even tie that way? So you'll kind of see the process. Like, we did a slight mock-up. All I did was basically pull out the black deco mesh, run it in about 4 different pipe cleaners, and then we started cutting different pieces of deco mesh to see what would look good. Like, we ran white and red
Yeah.
to see if that would look good. Didn't look good at all. So we canceled that. We went with a white snowball, like a red snowball mesh.
Yeah.
That didn't look good.
Just look too busy.
Okay. Well, where you be? There you go. Oh, this is why, because this is my down.
Yep, Denise. Yep, she's adding one red into each pipe cleaner.
Yeah, and then when I went, sometimes when you're doing the middle row, you can go right over the top of an existing pipe cleaner. You can see where it's at, but trying to find it is another story. Of course, once you find them, you're like, wow, that's easy. So, and I'm placing them to where the finished edges are towards the middle and towards the outside. Not really worrying about fluffing them too much just yet. It's that one. 3 more to go. So this is 3, then 2, then 1.
I think I made one spare though. So.
Oh, I don't know. You may not have. You may have thought you did, but it looks like I have 2 more spots. So we shall see.
Hey Donna, no problem. She said sorry I'm late. We're setting up for a 2-day craft show. Good luck.
I know. Hope you sell out.
Yes, this is the public group, so yes, you can share. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Kathy said the effort you put into these wreaths really shows.
Thank you. And I think it does too, because if you guys follow the same steps, that's the one thing your customers will say is the pictures will never do your wreaths justice. Not until the customer gets them in their hand, and then they feel the wreaths, and they'll tell you this has nothing on big box stores.
Donna's
So-
always so nice. She said, "May I share this?"
Yes, you can.
She always asks.
Yes, you can. Most definitely. Okay.
Yeah, the black pipe cleaners on the black deco mesh is very hard for her to find.
Yeah, they match so good.
Kind of looks like a Halloween wreath.
Black and red?
Yeah.
I guess it could be if you're going like vampire colors. last one. So yeah, babe, you did actually make just enough.
Wow. Glad I did one extra.
Or you just counted wrong.
Maybe.
I do that all the time. I have to go back and count. And then count again. Okay. So now it'll be time to attach Mr. Bear into our wreath. And then we can see how big of a space he'll occupy. Okay, so this is what it looks like now when we've added all the red to it. We had to enhance that because when you go and you add like your buffalo print ribbon to it, if you laid it on black, yeah, it would look good, but you'd still lose the bear in the process. You'd lose the sign in the process too.
Looks very full and thick now.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his tag off so we actually don't see the tag anywhere, but it's also got my label or my item number. And he does come pre-wired. So he has wires right behind each ear. There's 2 wires there and then a wire more towards the bottom of his face. So
Sharon said, "This is perfect timing for my show in November, and it'll be in a small town with hunters and country, so
this is going to
lots
be amazing.
of camo." She's all definitely making a couple. Thank you.
Yeah. Try to find them now. Now would be a good time to start looking. So I'm just feeding the wires down on his ears first. Man, you guys are like obnoxious right now.
It's Boba.
He's just...
Marcel asked, which store would have a mini wreath to make a mini poinsettia wreath for my mom's apartment? Mini wreath frame.
Try the Dollar Tree, because I've been told that if you go back in the floral section, not like in the front where all their seasonal stuff is, where their floral is, they actually make an 8-inch. This is Boba. He's trouble. They make an 8-inch wreath frame. So that would be perfect, I think. Anything like, because I think when we did the mini wreaths, we did 10 inches. So anything along those lines. And you can tell he's really like super, I mean, just like a really good quality stuffed bear, stuffed head. So we kind of want to put his head a little higher, more situated towards like the middle. So I've attached the 2 wires directly behind his head so you can kind of see where he's sitting in regards to position on the wreath. And then we're going to take the last wire here.
Thomas said, "Love the black and red." Hi, Pam.
And we're going to tuck it into...
Valerie said, "I definitely need to make mine, but I love bears. I might keep him myself."
I know. See, I have to make... Kaylee wants one. And then I have to... This one will be for sale.
Sharon, you can get the bears either at the wreath shop, where Kat thinks that's where she got this one,
I think it came
or Craft Outlet. They both carry them. So, just depends on availability.
Just like search for Black Bear Kit, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's super, super fluffy. So that's what he looks like. I know it's going to be kind of hard for you to see, because his nose filters down, but this is kind of where I have his wires tagged, is here, and down here.
Yeah, it's tough to see in the black.
Yeah, because they're black, right? Okay. So, and if you look, he's actually occupying like right in that fluffy center. So even though I'm like pulling him down pretty tight, he won't come through the bottom of the wreath. Like his bulbous head isn't coming out the back.
Right.
So, and then his paws, as you can see, he has claws on one side, no claws on this side. These are also wired. These are really thick wire though. So when he goes to hold the sign, they're going to kind of be like in an L shape form. So I'll have to like base these on sign placement first to figure out how wide is my sign going to be, but it'll be to where he'll be kind of, I'm going to try to like rig this temporarily so you can kind of see what it'll kind of look like. Can
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's going to look like. So what I do is I attach the sign by itself, and then I position a pause to where it looks like he's holding the sign.
Right.
So now, of course, I'm just going to set that to the side. So business card attached to the back. So should the customer need to get a hold of you, that's always a good starter.
Sharon, that'd be cute. She said, "What do you think about making a hunting hat to put on the bear's head that was red and black?"
You definitely could do that.
Then-
You can hang almost anything off of it.
Yep.
Because like I said, when we took him to the Christmas show, we actually had a Santa hat on it, and we kind of had it half on his head, half off his head.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, you could take that off. You could take the sign off if you didn't want to make it all about. Probably staple this, but I'm not going to. I am just going to put my adhesive stickers on it, and then I'm going to add some glue to them to make them stick on, because while the sign looks like it could potentially be a 1/4 inch, it could also be just slightly not quite a 1/4 inch. So I have this on low glue,
They're all saying it looks so adorable.
low temperature.
Valerie, the sign came from Sheila, who's in our group, who is from,
Shock it all.
it's called Chocature Chocadol. So, she's on Etsy.
No, she's not on Etsy.
Oh, she's not on Etsy? Oh.
Nope, she sells via Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's like people ask me about Betty's giraffe.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Betty's giraffe now, and I'm like, they're like, is she on Etsy? I'm like, nope. She's my neighbor, and I just message her and say, hey, Betty.
Pam, these are actually kits that you can buy either at the Wreath Shop or on Craft Outlet. Just go onto the websites, craftoutlet.com or thewreathshop.com, and just search for Black Bear Kit,
Black Bear Wreath Kit.
Black Bear Wreath Kit, or they have the Reindeer Wreath Kit, or
No, there's no
snowman?
more reindeer anymore.
no, they have the Snowman Wreath Kit.
They have the snowman. What else? There's a duck. There's a penguin.
All different kinds.
There's like
I think
4
there was a
different
Santa,
snowmen. Yeah, I think there's a Santa one.
and the snowman is really cute too.
Yeah, we need to do the snowman. We might be doing the snowman tomorrow, because the snowman was what we were supposed to do last week, and we kind of took last week off. So I just ran a bead around my adhesive tab. And
One of the
then
gals just said, first time watching you live, where are you from?
who
It's funny,
is-
it popped up on the Mevo, but not on the Facebook Live.
It's, you know why? I think there'll be a delay, and then that comment will appear.
Yeah.
Because Mevo's live, and then what we're doing isn't live.
Yeah.
So I have placed a bead of hot glue. I use low temperature. I find if you use low temperature compared to the hot temperature on your glue gun, number one, it'll set nice. I use Gorilla Glue on everything. Like all my glue sticks, my glue pot are all Gorilla Glue because the glue lasts and it doesn't yellow. And it's really good for temperature. But if you use a lower temperature glue gun, you have a tendency of not getting burned by the glue, because we all know what's going to happen when we get stuck with the glue.
Cheryl, oh, we wish they had a moose. If they had a moose,
I would have bought it.
Kathy would have bought it first thing. That's
You
her
guys know
favorite.
me and moose.
She loves moose.
I buy moose everything. So I'm actually going to take my sign now and feed it down and secure it to the wreath frame. And then I'll position his paws to where it appears as though he's holding it. But I will leave the pipe cleaners on the back so that should the customer want to take it off, like maybe we want to put a hunting season sign up or man cave sign or personalized sign, they can do so. So this just makes it, if you can make it versatile, then you're selling different ways the customer can use it. Like, oh, I made it so you can take the sign off if you didn't like the sign. If you want them to say something else, like Smith's Man Cave or something along those lines.
Sharon asked, Steve, how do I get on a live easy? It takes so long to find it.
Alive.
Well, we're in the public group, so as long as you're liking and following, I think there's a way to click on get notifications, right?
Yeah, there should be a little bell,
There should be a little bell.
a notification bell. I don't know, Facebook keeps changing everything. Because people are like, you know, are you going to do Messenger bot? And I'm like, I thought about it for a while, and then Facebook had basically stopped all people from using Messenger bot for a while, saying it was spam. And so all the people who were doing it suddenly stopped. So I was like, I'm just going to kind of wait for things to settle a bit.
What? Hi, Brenda. Ivy said the wreath on the door is beautiful. Can you show it? You can probably show it after.
Yeah, I will. As soon as I finish this one.
But then Catherine Cornell said she posted a link, thewreathshop.com decor Christmas moose wreath kit. Yes.
I have to look. Because if it looks cartoonish, I don't do cartoon moose.
She said, I am looking and just saw the elephant too.
Oh yeah, there's the elephant. I forgot to tell you about that one too. Super cute. So if there's college...
Sheila's on.
Okay.
So Sheila's on. So Sheila, a couple gals have been asking you about where they got the sign because we're using your Merry Christmas sign.
Can you post the link in the comments for them to reach out to you to get a sign done? If they want you to do the sign?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And Crystal, the wreath frame is a Dollar Tree, 14-inch. It's just a $1 wreath form.
Yeah, here's the dilemma. It's because I'm going to do this because this is what's throwing me off every single time. Every time.
Thank you, Sheila. She posted it on Facebook.
At the very edge of these bear claws is a little loop. So every single time I'm poking it through, it's like catching on every single piece of deco mesh all the way down. I'm like, really don't want you there. And then you have to untie it.
Yes, so Sheila posted her Facebook.com address so you gals can talk to her about, hit her up about making signs. She does some really amazing signs.
She's done a lot of my signs. She's amazing. I'll have to show you some of the other stuff she's done. So now I'm just kind of positioning. Do you want his paws? Yes, I want claws side up. I had claws side down.
Catherine, thank you for that tip for the moose wreath. We're going to have to go look at that.
Yeah, because there was one that we did one time and he was just too cartoony. I like this one because, I mean, he doesn't look cartoony. He doesn't look like a real bear either, but...
He's a good mix.
Yeah. So I'm kind of positioning this between a weld in the middle. So I'm trying to, because his paws have wires that go through, you can kind of bend them where you need them to be. I'm going to kind of twist them for now. Kind of bend them. And then he can play with his paws a little bit. So this way it actually looks as though he's holding the sign, but the sign isn't attached to his paw, nor is it attached to, it's only attached to the wreath. So this way the customer can go through on the back side and twist the things and pull the sign out and change it, you know, whatever they want it to do, whatever they want it to say. See, and here's those little loops. They're like little eyelets.
Mm-hmm.
So cut them off, because as you're trying to position it, they snag on everything all the way down.
Crystal's the one who's new. She said, "Thank you. Been wondering which form you like to use better."
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree 14-inch wreath form. It seems to be a very well-rounded wreath form. You can pretty much build almost anything on it.
Well, I think for us, the reason why we use it is because it helps keep costs down.
Yep.
So if we went with a pretty fat work frame wreath, you're looking at about $4.99 to $7.99, depending upon what you want.
Yep.
And this is $1, and so it keeps your costs down to your customers.
And Crystal, that poinsettia that you see behind you is probably a 28-inch wreath. That's still a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath form.
Yep. Okay. So I'm really trying to stretch his paws to the outer side so we can actually read the sign. Trying to get him in between the welds.
She said he's adorable. Brenda said so cute.
He's super cute.
Oh, Pam said my granddaughter loves the elf on the shelf. She's gonna buy the elf
The
at the
elf.
wreath shop. The
Oh
elf
yeah,
kit.
there's an elf too.
Barbara said, "Hi, Kat and Steve. Love your wreaths. Always beautiful."
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
So see, that's him holding his sign. I mean, it's a perfect sign. Thank you, Sheila, so much, because everywhere I went, either the signs were way too big or it didn't say anything bear related. So Berry Christmas is perfect for a bear. Okay, now we're gonna come back in and we're gonna add the accent ribbon. So alternating, these are cut to, I'll tell you, because I started with one and then I changed it. The tails are going to be 11 inches.
The 2.5 inch
The
tail.
2.5 inch tails, so I'm alternating. I'm going to do black, white, and red plaid, and then the standard buffalo plaid. So either or all the way around the outside. So, and I will even start.
Pam asked, well, she mainly asked Sheila, is there a special discount we can get? That's up to Sheila, Pam, so you can always message her and see if she'll do something for you.
Message me, Sheila. I'll be like,
Right, Valerie? Valerie said Barry is my last name.
this
B-A-R-R-Y.
would be so cute for you. I totally forgot. Yeah, this would be it for you. She'd be like, that's super cute. Let's see. So I'm just going through and alternating on the outer ones. I'm not opening my boat cleaners. I'm just taking them and twisting them a couple times and then pulling the tails down to the outside, just like this. So they're going to alternate all the way around.
Oh, Pam, no, Kat doesn't have any special discounts for Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop.
I wish.
They're too big for us.
I wish. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
I know. But I might be working on something else. So bear with me. No pun intended. I am working on something to try to get us better prices on stuff than what we've been getting. And to get what we need. Mostly 1.5 inch ribbon. Ugh.
So Cheryl, once she put the bear head and the paws in, now she's going back in on all the outside ties and putting in the 2.5 inch tails.
Yeah, I'm just, and these are easy to find because now all you have to do is look for your red deco mesh.
And she's alternating the black and red plaid, buffalo plaid, with the other one.
Yeah. Just so that you have a combo. Not so much like of the white.
And then she's going to go back in and add her 1.5 inch into those.
Yeah, and then we'll put a bow just on top. And we'll incorporate all those colors in a nice bow. But then, like I said, if you want to put a hat on him, then maybe you want to forego the bow. We
Hi, Doris.
really tried to find them.
Thanks for joining all you gals on Friday. We appreciate it.
Sheila, you're going to be busy. That's all I know. I'll have to bring in all the other signs. I'll have you bring those in. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yes.
She shipped me a bunch of signs. which is like, I don't know if you could use these, but I have to show you what she's done. So these might be things you might want to incorporate in your orders. You could do it as a nice thank you gift to people who order from you. Unfortunately, out of, I think Sheila maybe 10 or 12 gift tags, 4 of them have spotted legs and left my home. 2 of them in the hands of my youngest and 2 in the hands of my oldest while they were here. So I can't show you the designs they took. Yeah, those are all them. Thank you, babe. Yep. This is why I need to seriously put my migraine on the back burner and get to work. Because there's so many ideas, and it's like to be stuck sitting where it just hurts to think. Like, don't need that right now. I need to be busy. Have to stock my store. So we're slowly making our way around.
Sheila, yeah, thanks for responding. I think the gals were asking if Pam was asking if there's any discounts that Cat had at Craft Outlet. She either said I don't really have a discount on my boards. I hand paint, stain, or antique them. So
Yeah, I mean, I'll touch base with Sheila and see what we can do, and see what we can work out. There we go. I think I have.
Ruth said those ribbons look very pretty. Thank you, Ruth.
I think it's just tying, again, it's still tying those colors back in to the wreath. So it's definitely that, I think the buffalo plaid's almost like a hunter ribbon, right? The black and red,
Yeah.
pretty much. So, he just looks super cute. I was sorry to see him go last year.
I do like the white, red, and black plaid.
This?
Yeah, because it brightens it up a little bit.
Yeah. And like I said, it's easy to find. Like, once you have your red deco mesh in, it's really easy to find your pipe cleaners from that point.
Don Bransky said, I love this wreath.
Thank you. He's super cute. Like I said, you don't want to go overly heavy because he's thick. I mean, he's like, he's not like thinly stuffed by any means. He is one stuffed bear.
You almost need an 8-inch thick box to ship.
You can't go 8-inch unless you went 22 by 22 by 8. But then we just shipped a deer in one, and it was a 24 by 24 by 6,
Yeah.
and it fit fine. I
The
didn't smash
deer
the
didn't
nose.
stick out as much though.
It's okay. Okay, so there's what it looks like with the ribbon around the outside. So now what I've done is I've taken 1.5,
Right?
and I've added this print, which is, it's Christmas trees, snowflakes, and it looks like deer or moose. So, and these are cut to 13 inches, and then I have just the solid black, which I'm gonna take and add to the red, white, and black. So I'm just gonna do the half bows to those.
I think they do make black bear ribbon, right? But I don't think you have any.
We do, but I just didn't have enough to go all the way around.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used last year.
Yeah.
And it's black, or it's red ribbon with black bears on it. So I just didn't want to really overkill it.
Cheryl said, love the ribbons. They're pulling it all together.
Thank you.
Crystal asked, what is the length of the ribbon?
The 2.5 inch was 11 inches, and the 1.5 inch ribbon is cut to 13. So I just want these to hang out a little bit more than I normally do. So I want them to come past the edge of the wreath. So this is what it looks like when we add the black to the red and white plaid. So now I'll add one of the reindeer / moose. I'll make sure it's hard to do them right side up because one side's going to be right side up and the other side's not. But I'll try.
Julie, the bear is from the Wreath Shop. You should be able to just pull up on the website, thewreathshop.com, and then search for Black Bear Kit. They also have other types of bears and elephants and snowman,
Penguins,
penguins, elves.
ducks,
Yeah.
Santas.
Yeah, Debbie, that's right. She said the 22 by 22 by 8 will ship the same as the 24 by 24 by 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's just diameter wise. Like, let's see where he's at now.
He's probably about 24.
Here is the edge of the black
24.
thing is 24. So you could probably let's squish him into a 22-inch box
Yeah.
if you needed to. You're not gonna like smush the deco mesh so much that it won't come back.
Hi, Gail. Gail said I have 2 rolls of the Black Bear ribbon. She found it yesterday. Awesome.
Where'd you find that at? Was it Joann's? Michael's? Hobby Lobby? I feel like I'm giving her the third degree. Where'd you find that at? Hobby Lobby? Joann's? Michael's?
Hi, Audra. Hi, Sue. She said I'm late. She was working on a wreath.
No problem. So I'm just going to go around and add this to them. You could come back in and add little touches of pine cones if you want. It was weird when I pulled out my picture from the one I did last year. I just had one sprig of pine with a pine cone on it. Just one.
Yeah, I know. Gail said she actually found it in her craft room.
Okay.
She was working on it, or she was found it yesterday. Thank you, Kathy. She said Craft Outlet and the Wreath Shop both have the bear in stock.
Good.
The Wreath Shop is cheaper at $18.50.
Okay, but seriously, if you're thinking about doing this, like May or June, go on to their site and go on to the on sale.
On sale or clearance, yeah.
It's only $12.95 then. Because Steve's right. That's, I mean, if you think about it, man, that's $20 right there. Materials cost, then you've got your deco mesh, the sign, the ribbon. That's a lot. So it just depends. Like, I'm trying to get you guys to actually have a profit margin and not just trade materials costs out the door.
Oh, Angela, here's a way to fix it. She said, how about I'm making a wreath and I ran out of mesh at the last poof. Has to be the most annoying thing, LOL. You could always go back out and not make your poofs 10 inches, make them 9 inches, and hopefully that'll give you enough to get you to your last poof.
Yeah. Or depending upon where you did your poof, maybe move your pipe cleaners around to close the gap a little bit.
Yep.
Because if it's on the outside edge, you can kind of move them. Or smush them a little bit, like get them closer, and then put your bow at that point. There's always a way.
Hi, Mary. She said, hello, going to have to watch the replay. Missed the first, no problem.
Mr. Bear.
Mr. Bear, yep.
This is Mr. Bear. Mr. Black Bear. Seeing the brown bear, well, it's the grizzly bear, right? Black bear? Brown bear. This is our state animal, something like that? The California
Brown bear.
brown bear? Yeah.
Which is the grizzly bear. Black bear is a black bear.
But there's a brown bear, too.
Yeah, there is.
So you guys can see the way the ribbons look as we go all the way around. It just fills that space. You could do flex tubing, like red and black flex tubing. Like put both of those in there if you didn't want to go half bows. Because all they are is they're kind of like chevron ribbon because you're using wired ribbon. So you just take them, I do about a 2-inch loop. So I go about 2 inches up, and then right where I'm pinching it is where it's going to go into the pipe cleaner, and then I just twist them around, and then I just tuck the edge of the pipe cleaner back behind the ribbon. So that's what gives you. I just thought it was like a way to complete that look. Some people just put more ribbon, like 3 or 4 different ribbon tails in there, but I always think that it still needs something in the hole.
Liz, I think she just did. She just showed you how she did 1.5 inch ribbon right now.
Yeah, I'll do it again. It's kind of hard to see it on the black.
It is.
Okay, so let me fluff this one.
Angela said she's being lazy. She put it aside at this point. She's too annoyed. The poof.
You can fix it. There's always a solution. Okay, so if we're doing our half bows, remember this is 13 inches long. So fold your ends to where they match.
Hi, Mary.
And then walk your fingers up to about 2 inches. So you'll just start to get really good at knowing where 2 inches is. Look, 2 inches on the button. So right where this little pinch is where, if I'm in the pipe cleaner, like this, I'm going to take it, I'm going to put it in my pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist it 5 times because I know I'm going to cut it off. So 5 times, then I cut it. And then what I do from here is I'll take this one and bring it around to the front because it's wired, and then just fluff your loop. And then if you're going to cut it, you cut it. I'm going to cut it a little bit longer because I need to undo this one. Like this. And you just tuck it around the back.
Yep.
Like so.
And
Just
then,
like so.
and then most of the time you don't even see the pipe cleaner.
Nope, because it's black.
Yep.
So I'm going to untwist this one. Just like so. And finish this one. So that's how you add, we call them half bows because they don't have 2 loops.
Mm-hmm.
You could do 2 loop one if you wanted. You could put a full bow in there, it'd look cute.
Yeah, Liz said, thank you. I've always wondered how you did that.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. And then, because I know we have a couple new people that just joined for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you really quick. Because when you pull your ribbon off the ribbon roll, obviously it's not cut to a dovetail. So this is my extra piece. So we pull our ribbon off the ribbon roll this way. So in order to do a dovetail cut, because some people just get so good, like they've been doing it for so many years, they don't even show how to do the basics.
Mm-hmm.
You take them and you're going to fold the wire edges together. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut from the folded side, not the wired side, to the point of your ribbon. Just like so. And I use Betty Crocker Dollar Tree scissors because they're only $1 and they cut through that ribbon really nice. It's going to make your Christmas packages look amazing this year because if you're like me, before you learned, this is what we did.
Mm-hmm.
We cut in from the corner to where it looked like the middle, and then we went this way and we made it, but it's not a perfect dovetail.
Yep.
This way does it perfect every single time. It puts that cut right to the middle, and then if you forget and don't cut from the fold to the wire, and you cut the wire side, number one, the fact that it's got some tension on your scissors, first clue.
Yep.
So if it's hard to cut, you're on the wrong end. But if you persist anyway and cut to your point,
you make an arrow.
You make an arrow.
Yep.
So just go back and trim it up, fold it from the fold to the point, dovetail.
Yep.
Perfect every time. So now you know how to make your packages look amazing.
Crystal, that's awesome. She just said the black bear is their state bear, which is West Virginia.
Wow, I didn't know that. Lucky
Brenda
for
said
you.
the cinnamon bear, black bear, brown bear, and grizzly. Yep.
Wow. Okay, I have 2.
Debbie said, yep, can't believe we used to cut dovetails that way.
Right? Oh, how many times, be willing to admit, did you go past the middle and actually have like a little cut in there?
Yep.
I did it every single time.
Or
I'd
always
miss
frayed.
it.
Yeah.
I'd miss it.
Or it's not a true V, it's like a U, because you have to try to cut it.
Or you've got it one more on one side and not on the other. Man, when someone showed me that last year, I was like, hallelujah, all my packages are going to look decent. If I don't do anything else, my packages are going to look amazing. And this is what you do with all your leftover ribbon too. You put them all in your packages. That's what my kids did last year. They stole all my ribbon because they know Mom has ribbons by the roll. So if they wanted their packages to look good, they would sneak in the ribbon room, grab a roll, and then wrap their package. Because you know that wire ribbon looks amazing. Because you can make your perfect bows, your perfect tails.
Oh, that's really awesome. Bobby Parker said, I am a novice at wreath making, so your patience and willingness to share your knowledge and tips is priceless. Thank you for sharing your talent.
Absolutely. That's why we're here on Lives, because it gives you the opportunity to ask questions. And I apologize if we don't catch every single one, because it's hard. Like where we look at it on the Mevo shows one set of comments, and then the phone shows what you guys see. So if we miss it and we don't ask, just, you know, flag us again and go, hey, got a quick question again.
Yeah.
And just post your question. And people that are in my private group for the duration that I've had my private group are really good too, because they'll give you, you know, they'll give you the hints and the tips too.
And there's a lot of gals in the private group that love these half loop bows too.
Yeah, those we call them half bows.
Half bows, yep.
Because they don't have a full bow. They're like a half. So they're just a way to finish the wreath and make it look decent.
And Crystal said, love your wreaths with them, the half bows.
The half bows. Yeah, for a long time, that's all I did. And I was like, oh my God, I'm becoming one of those wreath people who are like, can't make any other wreath besides putting a half bow in there. I have to come up with something different. I am not one
But
short.
they fill the space so good.
Yeah, that was the one
Where
thing
the
I
ties
noticed
are.
when I was watching. I was like, but what are you going to fit in this space? The space where you put the bows. So yeah.
Or the pipe layers, yeah.
There's all kinds of things like you could put in here, you could put little baby pine cones to fill that ribbon space. You could put little twigs of pine, like little pine branches. That would be super cute. You could put flex tubing, dollar store. There's enough on there to get you through, depending upon what colors you use. You could use red. You could use black, because black's still available for Halloween. That's where you want to start stocking up.
Yep.
All your dollar store supplies. Okay. So,
Yeah, Debbie said, rarely does Steve miss our comments. Yeah, I miss them from time to time.
it happens.
It happens.
Yeah, and he'll be the first one to go, okay, I'm so sorry, I didn't get someone's comment. Let me go back and look.
Yeah.
And it's like, can you just post it again? 'Cause
There's been times where you've had like 2 or 3 or 400 people on, and the chat line just gets going so fast, I just can't keep up.
yeah, especially when they just start talking about other things. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what our fair looks like so far. So I'm going to add a bow to the top because I don't know where my Santa hat is. But if you had a Santa hat, you could put your Santa hat on him and kind of have it drape. You can put a hunter's hat on it. You can put an elf hat on it. You can put sunglasses on it. It's like, do I have
And
sunglasses?
Angela said, I find myself wanting to do everything in a bubble wreath because I love it so much,
Bubble
and
wreaths are
I have to
fun.
stop myself.
That's what Steve wanted to do tonight. He wanted to put, like, he wanted to do bubble wreaths. You can put sunglasses on it too. Like, you could totally take this bear and every single season change it out. Like, you could put him in a pair of sunglasses and make him hold like a tropical drink
Put
for the
a
summer.
football hat on him, a baseball hat.
Exactly. Just make him your family mascot. Okay, so we're gonna do bow. So you guys know, for speed's sake, I like the Bodabra because it's what I learned on, and so now I'm faster at it, and I don't have to deal with wires and everything else trying to set it up, and then it's just easier for me. So I try to find the ribbon that has a thicker tensile strength. Like this has really thick wire. This wire not so much, so this will be my base ribbon, because when I go to poof it, it'll push the rest of the ribbons up. So we're just going to do this. So I'm going to incorporate all these colors into one bow.
Sharon said, thank you for sharing the Badabra. She just got hers at Hobby Lobby for $9.
Oh, where are you guys getting all their stuff?
Well, she probably used the 40% off coupon.
Oh yeah, did you use a coupon? Boba, please.
I know, he's so obnoxious.
Today he is.
Cheryl asked, "Where did you get your ribbons again?"
Okay, this one came from Craft Outlet. Joann's. The reindeer kind of print was Joann's. And then this one, Hobby Lobby. So this is the $9.99 Hobby Lobby roll. So this gets you 75 feet. So this is a really good value. And you'll use buffalo plaid for everything. So when you're doing your Bodabra bow, it's really simple. Measure your tail. And I just kind of come off the side and look at how big max do I want the ribbon tails to come. This is about 8 inches. So at that mark, you're just going to twist. And at the twist, push that inside your Bodabra after you take out the little pincher thing.
Yeah.
It's a highly technical term. It's called pincher thing.
Yeah, we tried to find a Santa hat for the bear, but it's in our Christmas stuff we haven't pulled out yet, so I wasn't able to find it.
I will find it this weekend. He will have a hat on for one of those pictures. Okay, so loops are going to be 4 inches. So I'm not going to go an overly big bow. So just 4 inches. And for me, it's easier if I turn the Bodabra so that I can always pinch it. Like trying to do it this way and pinch it just feels off to me. So I just turn it so it's always the same side that I'm doing the pinch.
Hi, Donna. Oh, listen, I have my first craft show tomorrow. Went to set up my wreaths. Wish me luck at selling them.
I hope you sell out.
Thanks for all your help. Good luck, Liz.
I really hope you sell out. I've heard some people come pretty darn close to selling out. Those are like I think the things we always hope for. So once you have your base loop established, all you have to do is just kind of put your fingers through the loops and then just make sure they're all the same. So it's always going to be the same thing. Twist and push it in.
Sharon said, yeah, she did use a coupon.
Okay.
And bought
so
big ribbon rolls at 50% off.
Yeah. Well, it's not the ribbon thing yet, right?
Well, whatever she bought, she said she got it for 50% off. Yeah.
Some ribbon right now is going 50% off. I don't know which one. I know Christmas has been on 40% for a very long time. I guarantee you though, Hobby Lobby, Joann's and Michael's will be sold out of most of their ribbon by the first or second week of December. So if you're waiting to buy your Christmas ribbon till then, you're going to miss it. There won't be anything left. There really won't be anything you want. So now I'm going to go in and do the buffalo plaid. So same thing, 8 inches. So here, if it comes up a little short, you can do plus or minus depending upon what you need. So here is the black. Doing the same thing, twist. And I'm going to keep the 2.5 inch the same width. Doing the same thing, just like so. Last one, right? Yes. When in doubt, count your loops. And then one more on this side. And there we go. 8 inches out. Should be here. Okay, this one's
A lot
down.
of gals are wishing Liz good luck.
I know. We're like, sell out. Sell. I know I had someone ask me if I wanted to do a craft sale this weekend. I was like, no. I've learned my lesson doing the ones where it's fall festivals and pretty much predominantly it's nothing but a place for kids to go trick-or-treating. Look at this evil people. Evil people did this. You guys all know this is a crafter's bane. When they try to piece together ribbon and make that look perfect.
Yep.
So you can't use that. Those are evil people. Why do they do that? Do they not think we'll notice?
Oh, then you'll notice, but it's too late at that point. You've already bought the ribbon.
I know, right? And I don't know why
And
I
you've
just
already
cut
cut
it.
it all up.
And I don't know why I just cut it off of the roll because I needed it on the roll. Yep.
Do you have enough?
Yeah, I do. Yep. Because this one we're going a little bit shorter with the 1.5. Because like any ribbon, you want them to kind of come in a little bit more. So we're not going quite as far. These are, we're going to go about 3 inches.
Well, Sharon, I know, Kat, when we did a couple of Christmas shows last year, the best sellers were definitely the Angels. They were really good
Depends
sellers.
on, like, when we did the fall festival, it was only people that knew we were coming and
That
they
was
were
hit and
picking
miss.
up, they were just there to pick up their Christmas wreath
Yeah.
or their fall wreath. So we really didn't sell to anybody. Because it was just for kids. It was things
Yeah.
for families to do, and they weren't really in the mood to shop. They already had all their Halloween stuff up already. But yeah, when we did the Christmas one, we sold,
A ton of the Christmas Angels. We sold a bunch of little
Mini
the
wreaths.
mini wreaths, like the candle holders.
people just
Mini
wanted
wreaths.
low cost items.
Yeah.
So if you can find a base price at like $40 to $50 and find a way to keep your budget that low, you'll do really, really well. Candy canes. Because the
Candy
candy cane
canes.
wreaths will
Yep.
sell like $27 to $30. You could do those. The angels, the little mini ribbon trees that we taught you guys. I've already sold both of mine. One to a lady in North Carolina, and then I'm dropping that off at the mall tomorrow.
Good night, Liz. Good luck tomorrow. She said she's got to go to bed early so she can get up early for the craft show.
Totally understand. Okay, so we're gonna come back in. We're adding our last one. So we'll come in and make this one just a little bit shorter. This is like a 2.5 inch loop. So we'll just do a couple of these.
Yvonne, yeah, we've used like the closet organizer shelves.
Oh yeah.
We use those so we can twist tie the wreaths on.
You can zip tie
We
them
can
together.
zip tie them on.
And like a pyramid.
Right.
Like tie 3 of them together.
Right. They were like 6 foot tall when we zip tied 3 of them together, so it was like a pyramid. And then you could also angle it out if you wanted to.
And this is the last of it. There we go. So I will dovetail the last one. And then this is where you get the pincher thing.
Hi, Del.
It goes in between and lightly, because you can easily snap this in half. It just compresses all your ribbon layers together. And while that's sitting there, holding it all down, get a black pipe cleaner. And for me, it's just knowing how to do it.
Marie, the frame on the ribbon tree is actually a styrofoam cone that you get from Hobby Lobby.
Just like so. And then we're going to twist. And then we're going to take the bow and make the bow do the work.
I think you asked earlier, so thanks for reminding me.
So there is our beautiful bow. It's going to look gorgeous. Well, not until I put it on and fluff it. But he's got a big gaping hole up here.
Top left.
It's always top left. Not always. We've known that to be true, right? Not always.
Not always.
I've done it the other way. So I'm just going through my deco mesh again, trying to find the other one. Why don't they ever want to go next to each other? They always want to fold. There we go. A marvelous invention. No, the fact that you don't need eyes on your fingertips, but you can tell where you're pushing your ribbon through. It's like, you just know.
Yvonne, what do you mean? She said, do they come with stands? If you're talking about those closet organizers, no. You actually, if you buy 3 of them at 6 feet, you actually can zip tie them together, and it actually makes its own stand.
I think we posted a picture of it somewhere.
Yep.
You just kind of, if you think about it, trying to think of like a visual I can get.
Barbara said, "Oh my gosh, I want this. Is it sold yet?"
Nope, I don't think so.
Nope.
If you go to my Etsy shop and look,
Yeah, she
if
did.
it's still there, it's on there.
Right. You don't have a post. You don't have a post photo of the bear, obviously, because you're still
It
making
just
it.
says Facebook Live.
Just says Facebook Live.
Okay,
Yep.
so I take my bow from the bottom, so I'm taking that plaid and making it go L shape away from him. And then I'm going to take the loops, because remember I did the thicker tinsel strength, the wire, because it's thicker. And I'm going to pull these so I get my fingers in the loops.
Kathy, oh yeah, Kat's used the Pro Bow a ton of times. She's actually done some classes on it too. She likes the Bodabra though.
It just goes quicker for me.
It goes quicker. That's kind of her preferred
If
method.
if I'm gonna do a pretty simple bow like this, I'm just gonna do it on the Bodabra. If I'm gonna do like 4 loops or something simple, I'll just grab that and use that.
Right, Debbie, yeah, you can zip tie the closet organizer shelves into a triangle shape.
Yep.
And then you can also zip tie them to the edge of your tent if you have it. That'll keep it from...
go
blowing
right
over.
around the corners of your poles.
Yep.
We've done that before. Use the part of your tent to hang all your wreaths from.
She just said, now I know why your daughter wants one of the bear wreaths. Yeah, that's cool. She said our school mascot is a bear. This would fit perfectly.
Principal's office. So I'm just pulling my ribbon tails in opposite directions, fluffing my bows, and then I'll move my num up to the 1.5 inch one so you can just spread them, move them around, move your tails in whatever direction you want.
Yvonne said, well, now I'm going to know what I'm going to be doing when I'm riding in the car tomorrow.
With
She's going to be cutting ribbon for one of your trees.
Oh yeah, they're super simple to make.
They are, yeah.
Those are perfect for a craft table. Go to the dollar store because they have them in cone shapes that are smaller, and then you can price them lower because you won't use as much ribbon. Yep, it's just loops on a cone. I think that's what we should call it, loop on a cone.
Ribbon loop Christmas tree.
Yeah, we just call it loopy Christmas tree because that's all it is loops. And you can do it so many different ways. I'm going to turn you this way.
Yvonne said also just ordered my pop-up canopy. Great sales at Walmart. Online right now. That's awesome.
Sure. So now you just sit here and you fluff your bows. And you get your ribbons all looking pretty.
Don, yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't even know if they do have a polar bear. A polar bear wreath, she said, would be great for snowy, cold winters.
That would be amazing. You could do a Coca-Cola wreath. Oh, wait, that's trademark.
Message you.
I don't have connections to polar bear. I'm just like, trademark,
I
can't
haven't
use
seen
it.
a polar bear, though, right? Anywhere.
I haven't, but not to say it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you can get a stuffed animal, chop him off, and then just grab his head and then sew it up.
You could.
And then you can do anything.
Poor animal.
Really. Go to Build-A-Bear Workshop and just tell them not to stuff
There
the
you
bear.
go.
There you go, right? Can you just sell me the fluff in a bag? I want to take it to go.
Thanks, Yvonne. She said, you guys rock. Velia said, where did you get your sign?
Sheila.
Sheila, who's on here, posted up above earlier her Facebook website. It's Sheila Ratziaponi. I probably butchered the last name.
Yeah, I know you're going to have to apologize immensely to Sheila.
I'm sorry, Sheila.
He's like, I'm so sorry, I promise. Okay. I'm trying to take all the lint off the bear. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Weird. Totally finished.
Yay.
So I'll show you what it looks like when we put him on the door so you can see. Okay, so here is the poinsettia wreath. This is super, super lightweight. But that's the poinsettia. So I'll show you what it looks like. There's the front.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Beautiful.
because everyone always wants to know, there's the back. So that's exactly how it's done.
Yep.
So front and back.
And this was done on our private group.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, that was Sunday. That's what we did Sunday. Okay. So, trying to make it to where my door won't fall down. And you can move his paws. Because see, that's the benefit of not adhering his paws to the sign, is you can move his paws any which way you want. So what do you guys think?
Oh, thank you, Sheila. She said she hyphenized it as Rachopi.
Oh,
Rachopi.
she phonetically spelled it
Phonetically,
for
yeah,
you.
Rachopi.
Okay. Yeah, so there's the black bear. He's all done.
Yay.
He's simple. Super sweet.
Just looking very pretty. I love it. Have over 200 bears as a collection. Ooh.
There you go.
That's
See,
so
it's
cute.
hard when you make them. You're like, they become like part of your family. But okay, so you guys saw a loopy Christmas tree. This is the loopy ribbon thing. We taught a couple different ways to do it. This is just loops. What else? Oh, the stuff that Sheila sells.
Yeah.
This is my pitch for Sheila. Look what she sent me. She sent me all these things. These are like little chalkboard gift tags. But these would make super cute things to incorporate into your wreaths if you sell them. I think she's selling these for $5 each. So these would be cute little thank you gifts to throw in at Christmas time to your clients. So she does them in a whole bunch of different looks. So there's a present, there's a dove with the holly berry, and then joy, and then there was mittens, there was a Christmas tree, there was peace.
Welcome.
And
Oh,
and a
not
Christmas
welcome.
tree.
Yeah,
Christmas tree, mittens, peace, and something else. But those have since sprung legs. Oh, candy canes.
Yeah.
But I'm actually incorporating that into one of my candy cane wreaths as a thank you gift. So it's just going to go with that one. But look, she sent me all these incredible things. There's hashtag Elfie. So if you wanted to do a really super cute elf wreath, you can incorporate these cute little signs she makes. She did one, so there's these that say peace, there's joy, and there's one that says believe. So you can technically put these all on 3, like on one wreath, if you wanted. Or you can make mini wreaths. These will look super cute on mini wreaths. She does signs like this that say Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen, and then there's Rudolph in red. So she can do those if you wanted to do the reindeer wreath. You can incorporate that. She has the ho ho ho. So they're all super simple and small. Like this one is like, hold on a sec, 7 inches.
3 by 7.
3 by 7. So amazing. These ones would be like, it's like 1 3/4 by 5.5. And then this one,
Marie, the ribbon is actually attached to the cone just by a pin. You just fold the ribbon in half
you just pin
and
them on.
pin it on. The ribbon's cut to 4 inches.
And then we have this one, which I cannot wait.
Yeah,
I have
super pretty.
plans for this baby. So yes, it's all going to be white, silver, and teal or turquoise, because I have this color deco mesh in a high metallic. She did this one. This is Happy Holidays from our family to yours, all in holly, and did it like a whitewash shiplap. There's this one that says Hello Snow. So super, super cute. And then this one that says Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. So see what I'm saying? I got a lot of crafting to do. And then you guys saw these that she did for me last time because I had a custom order and they wanted a welcome sign. And they're really hard to find. So she did, the customer wanted gray, white, and teal. So Sheila did it this way for me. And then she also incorporated a Home Sweet Home. So these will all be incorporated. So don't be afraid to continue to make everyday wreaths because those are still selling. Beach wreaths are still selling. Lake wreaths are still selling. Welcome wreaths are still selling. Because people may have, and here's the thing. So don't get so caught up on the whole Christmas wreath. Why aren't my Christmas wreaths selling? What I've noticed is still selling this year is everything that isn't a wreath. Your candy canes, your angel tree toppers, ribbon trees. What do they call them? We call them door swags, but they're almost like pillar swags.
Right.
They're decorations people can add to their home. So if they bought an expensive wreath last year and they've only used it for maybe a couple weeks and they boxed it up, they're going to use it again this year. So start thinking outside of the box. What else, if I've already purchased a wreath, would I be looking for? Christmas garland for their fireplace, mantelpiece decor, stuff like that. Branch yourself out, make yourself a little bit more diversified. Still make wreaths, but look at the everyday stuff. Winter wreaths, the welcome wreaths, farmhouse wreath, and don't be afraid to, don't follow the trends of what everybody else is doing. Blaze your own trail. You might want to pick up something that's like rustic country and go that route.
Adele and Denise, you can talk to Sheila Ratchopi. She's on just right now, and she did post her website just probably about 10 or 15 posts above you guys.
Yeah, all of her stuff's amazing. All of it is top quality stuff, and it's not so thick, it's not so heavy, because she makes wreaths too. She understands that signs have to be good quality, but light enough to where you can incorporate them on a wreath with something else and not have to, worry about, a 15-inch sign weighing down your wreath or overpowering your wreath in some way.
And the pins for the cone are just 1 inch. You can do inch to inch and a half, and just straight pins with the little bulbs in them.
These are what they look like. I'll pull one out. So it's just like this. They're just little straight pins.
Yep.
Sewing pins. That's all they are. So like I said, again, it's thinking outside of the box, coming up with something different.
Yep.
Be different. Be a trailblazer. Don't just settle for wreaths and don't wonder why, oh, I made all these wreaths. Why aren't they selling? Make some other stuff. If you're doing craft fairs, take stuff like this that'll sit on your table. We've taught in our private group how to do, candle holders, candle sconces, table arrangements. So if you bought something like a cute little snowman hat or a little box or a Santa sleigh, what can you do to that to make that something to where someone would pick that up, boom, right off the tabletop. Maybe it's not something that that you have to worry about shipping, but if you have a craft fair coming up, that's what I would be doing. If I knew that come December I was going to have a huge craft show, I would be making everyday wreaths, maybe a couple Valentine's Day wreaths, and a ton of stuff like this that people could just take and go. Like the lantern swags that go on the lanterns. They can go on the pillars. They can go on either side of the fireplace mantles. They could just be a fireplace garland.
Yep.
So think outside of the box. And I think that's how you'll stay ahead of the competition from the people who are just making wreaths.
Hi, Aloha. Yeah, you jump on the very end of the video. Barbara, there is a tutorial, but it's in the private group. And the private group is $17 a month if you want to tell them more about it.
Yeah, our private group is $17 a month. So in that $17 a month, it's on a reoccurring payment, cancel at any time. You get material lists like tonight when we did the bear, you get everything. Everything that I used, all the item numbers, all the links where I got it, so that basically it's a shopping list for you if you wanted to go and purchase all this stuff to make this wreath. Everything's provided. So it's done for you in all the public videos and all the private videos. So just like this, how many of this colored ribbon, how many of the green, how many of the red, how long did you cut it to? It's like material list / instructions. You get all the tutorials. So you get access to watch all the videos from February of this year till current, plus you get all our member discounts like through Jane's Front Door Decor, Personally Yours, Affordable Wreath Signs, Perpetual Ribbon, and then we're always looking at working deals without other vendors to add. We will never get places like Craft Outlet and the Wreath Shop, but I'm looking at alternatives to doing something around a different way of making that work. So Any other questions? If you guys are interested in signing up to the private group, I think I took the video down. It might be back
Oh,
up.
did you?
It was posted to the top of the page on the Cats Creations page. If you're interested, just message me. So just go click the message button, say, hey, I want more information about the private group, and we'll get you set. So that's it.
Cheryl, as long as you use a pin that's like a fabric pin, then you're fine.
What's
She asked
that?
if you could use the U pins, but I don't know if U pins are fabric pins.
No, they're floral
They're
pins.
floral pins.
They're more expensive.
They're thicker too.
They're more expensive, so to save on cost, there's no point in using a full-fledged floral pin. You don't need them that big. You just need pinpoint.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Cheryl said, I just joined your private group. Excited. Welcome, Cheryl.
Okay.
Oh, she even said even Etsy training. Yeah, you do have Etsy training.
Oh, yeah. That's all the stuff that we kind of stopped because as of October this year, we stopped. We had everything from the early part of the year on how to get your Facebook business page open, how to get your Etsy shop open, the do's and don'ts of what will cause you to get shut down. I've started to actually implement SEO keyword searches. Other people are selling those lists. I'm just giving them away to you for free. So I just added the Christmas keywords, so fall and
private
Halloween
group,
are
right?
already there. Yeah, they're all in the private group. So just tons of stuff. It's about making you a success. I'm trying to think of what else we did.
That's
So
awesome.
Facebook, Etsy, Pinterest, Instagram training, anything. You name it, we've done it.
I just said you have great visions when you create. I can see it on all the products that you finish. Can't thank you enough.
Pinterest, Pinterest, Pinterest.
And
That's what I do.
Sharon said, do you prefer Mesjacent from Facebook and not Messenger?
Well, Messenger or message me. Like, it doesn't matter. If you
Facebook
go,
message.
yeah. Whatever way you can send me a message. If you comment here, it gets so
Buried.
bombarded with everybody else who's going to watch the replay and comment because they'll forget they're not watching the live, they're watching a replay, so they comment anyway. So it's just easier if you message me, and then I'll just send you the link on how to sign up. It's simple. We
Okay.
try to keep it simple.
Mary Beth said, love the booth. Great job. I think that's it.
Okay, so Sunday, what are we making Sunday? We are making a Christmas grapevine wreath. I don't think we've done a Christmas grapevine wreath. We've done fall and we've done Halloween. So we're doing Christmas grapevine to show you another method to do. And then Tuesday in the private group, which will be our last private group. So next week, no Friday night because we'll be wedding moment. But we are going to try to do a live, right? We're going
to try to video tape the wedding.
Yeah, we're going to attempt to do a live video of the wedding on Saturday through Mevo and see if that works. We'll see if that happens or not. So Tuesday will be our last until the following week. And then we'll be back on schedule for the rest of the year because we have nothing else going on. So next Tuesday is Victorian Christmas. So that's private group too. So I already bought all my materials for that. I can't wait to do that one.
Awesome.
All right, everyone, have a great rest of your weekend. It's Friday. Have an incredible time. And if you have any questions, either message me. That's the best way to do it. Or you can leave a comment. I'll try to go through and find them. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.